Hey guys, I want to do a little update on the channel and let you know I've been trying to be a little more active in the community posts, so check that out. I've been putting polls up and just different things in general. So I'm going to kind of let you know some of the recent ones I put up and give you a little commentary on them. And I'm going to try to engage more. Give me ideas, by the way, if you have certain ideas I should put on the community post. But make sure to stay until the end of this video because I got something really interesting and big that some of these latest posts are leading up to, so we're gonna have fun with that. But anyway, about 3 weeks ago, here's something that you guys can help support a lot of YouTubers. So if you like me or specific videos that I put up, YouTube had implemented for a lot of YouTubers out there a super thanks button that's enabled that you can click on. So if there's a video you really enjoy, you can make like a small donation to really help, like a couple bucks, throw it my way or something, because the reality of it as like a smaller YouTuber, which I still consider myself quite small, I'll probably be at 50,000 subs next month by the end of next month. But in YouTube, that's really still a small number. It's kind of ridiculous how little ad revenue you get. With the amount of time and effort put in these videos, you don't even make close to minimum wage, which is ridiculous. Like if I was doing this for money, I could make a lot more money, driving Uber cars or working at McDonald's or something. So please help support any of your favorite YouTubers. If there's a specific video you really like, there's that super thanks button. But I'll tell you what the big win in that, obviously it's not the money, at least not in this stage of the game. But and that's not even why I started the channel anyway. But a little extra always helps everybody, especially with inflation through the freaking roof. But the big win is the networking I've been able to do through the channel, and the people I've been able to meet, and obviously have guests on the channel, and sharing a lot of stuff that went on in the filmmaking process back in the 80s and 90s and that kind of stuff. And this has actually led up to, or at least is leading up to, something really, really big that I will talk about more later, something really exciting. But the other big win, and I gotta be honest with you, my favorite comments I get, or emails, or if somebody sends me a DM on Instagram, follow me, Real Viking Samurai on Instagram, or on Facebook Messenger, it's when people tell me your channel like motivated and inspired me again. Because I talk about Bloodsport or Van Damme or Steven Seagal, etc. And it's these movies that inspired me too, by the way, to take up martial arts or weightlifting, especially like Rambo, Stallone, or Schwarzenegger, those films. So when people say, hey, I remember why I fell in love with that stuff, and your channel reminding me again, and then seeing you still like living that life, still in great shape and doing your martial arts, like that motivates me to train again. And I love hearing that comment. But just in general, like I really love this community. We got a great community here. We got a couple of trolls just like any YouTube channel, but for the most part, people are very respectful, and I appreciate all the support. So regardless of the super thanks button or any donations, please continue to like the videos, share them with people that like this kind of content. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, because about half my viewers aren't subscribed, and I'm really trying to build up the subscriber base. So we got to make YouTube take us serious. We got to get 100,000 subscribers so we could get the plaque to put in the bookcase saying, hey, we're a real channel. We got that YouTube button thingy saying we got 100,000 subs. Well, anyway, thanks for all the support, guys. Please continue to support, and we're going to keep blowing up. Okay, so the next community post, again, I've been so busy on the channel, so, I said I'm finally going to be catching up on editing some older interviews. These were interviews from, like, last year, by the way, or early this year, like in January, I think. I said, who do you guys prefer to see first? Don the Dragon Wilson, of course, kickboxing champ and movie star, or Sam Firstenberg, Cannon film director. He did American Ninja and a bunch of other films. 65% of you said Don Wilson, 35% said Sam Firstenberg. Of course, I'm going to get all those videos eventually, but, I'm going to focus on the Don Wilson ones first. In fact, I put one out on Friday. Make sure to check it out, how Don the Dragon Wilson got started in his film career, and that's going to be followed up this week with several other parts of that cool interview. So another one I put up, poll, talking about Expendables 4, do you guys think Stallone's character Barney Ross dies in the Expendables 4? Why or why not? 51% said yes, 49% said no. You guys are about, split right in the middle, and I could go either way. In fact, watch the video breakdown I did talking about that whole thing. Okay, the next post. Oh, for a dose of Chuck Norris martial arts wisdom, make sure to check out my latest YouTube short video. Yeah, so, you know, I kind of mixed in some cool stuff he had talked about on a talk show with, like, some of his fight scenes from some of his films. Make sure to check that out. If you guys aren't watching the YouTube shorts, I've been trying to be a little more consistent and giving you, like, little small pieces of stuff. Sometimes it's my own training. Sometimes it's, you know, things like this Chuck Norris video. So definitely check out the YouTube shorts. Try to get that thing to grow. About 2 weeks ago, I said, hey, guys, it's finally happened. I had a real conversation on the phone recently with one of the 4 guys I consider to be on the Mount Rushmore of action stars. Now, of course, if you guys have been watching the channel, it's Stallone, it's Schwarzenegger, it's Seagal, and it's Van Damme. Those are the 4 action, you know, stars on the Mount Rushmore of action. And I said it wasn't like having a conversation with a movie star, but rather a real person talking about real things. I won't go into details, but just for fun, who do you think it was and why? So I put the poll up. 57% of people think it was Jean-Claude Van Damme. 16% Steven Seagal, 17% Stallone, and only 10% Arnold. I will say this, it was not Jean-Claude Van Damme, though I hope to talk to and meet that guy someday, and I'd love to, you know, train with him and throw kicks with him. I mean, who wouldn't, right? But it wasn't Van Damme. It was one of the other 3, and I'm going to try to get them on the channel because it'll blow things open as far as, like, getting the channel even bigger. It's a must. Okay, the next one. Another post, I said, oh, so I was trying to give like a little preview. You know, I said, tomorrow I'll be releasing the Universal Soldier Multiverse Timelines Explained video. You know, and ask people which Universal Soldier movie is your favorite and why. So this was a really cool video, by the way, and I actually had a fellow YouTube viewer script it for me, you know, and so that helped. It took a long time editing, but having the script and him doing the research helped. Special shout out to Peter. Follow him on Instagram, Not a Dojo, linked in the description below. But that was very helpful. But for whatever reason, I think it's an interesting topic, but it hasn't really got the views that I think it should have, and it took a long time to put together. So if you haven't seen it yet, please check it out. Please share it. Please help YouTube take notice of it, because that was one of the videos where I spent, boy, when I mentioned you don't even make close to minimum wage, I mean, the amount of hours I spent on that and the amount of views it got, it you know, is beyond ridiculous. But again, that's not the sole motivation for doing it. It's a video that has to be out there, and you know, I'm glad it's out there, and I put extra time and attention to the editing because, again, it's as relevant now as it will be for somebody watching 10 years from now. So I think it's a quality piece for YouTube, and I think more people need to watch it. So the next post I made, oh, in their prime, could Frank Dux defeat former middleweight champion Michael Bisping? Also, I'll do a follow-up video to the one I recently posted talking about this, but in the new one, Frank himself will defend himself against the lies Bisping said and told. There's also a unique challenge that's going to be proposed, so yeah, that's going to be huge. But I put a poll up, by the way. Who wins? 29% said Frank Dux, 71% said Michael Bisping. And, you know, there are people in the comment section saying, oh, you know, 30% of you guys are delusional, which I don't think so. It's not as simple as that, man. And in some ways, I think Frank maybe deserves more than just 30% of the vote, but I'm glad he got a third of the vote. I posted a follow-up to that, by the way. There's been a lot of engagement and comments on the whole Frank Dux would destroy Michael Bisping topic and who wins poll that I put up. Now I ask you, in relation to the whole thing, vote on the following. And some of you guys did vote so far. I posted this today. The options. Viking Samurai is delusional to think Frank Dux actually wins. Viking Samurai is trolling us. Viking Samurai is serious because Frank Dux is a martial arts genius, man. Anyway, 25% of you guys think I'm delusional. I'm not. At least I don't think I am. 18% thinks Frank Dux is a martial art genius. Hey, man, that's some open-minded people. And maybe some of these people even trained with Dux and know. 58% thinks Viking Samurai is trolling us. You know, so there's that. But anyway, there's going to be a very interesting video related to this whole thing coming out. Something that's going to blow up and all of you must get it to Michael Bisping's attention. Hell, get it to Dana White's attention. Get it to Joe Rogan's attention. That one's got to blow up. We got to get that out there. My favorite comment on that one, by the way, was from Kevin. He said, "It's a conversation starter. That's what makes his channel so great. In my opinion, the best channel on here." Thank you, Kevin. Then he says, "He tries to see things from both sides and in turn instigates conversation with the audience. I truly doubt that VS thinks Dux would be competition for Bisping, however, but if he does, then more power to him. It's just an opinion either way." Again, that being, we know very little about Dux, so who knows? Doubt it, though. So Kevin doesn't think so, but again, who knows? You got to figure Dux, he's a heavyweight Kumite champion, but he's in a much bigger weight class than Bisping. Now, obviously, size doesn't mean everything, but he has a size advantage, and he has other advantages I'm not going to talk about right now, but it's not crazy. Like, if you were to ask the question, hey, could just some random YouTube kid, like one of the Paul brothers, beat an ex-UFC champion who's just got explosive knockout punching power, Tyron Woodley? You'd say, no, you beat him twice. Anything's possible. Anyway, comment below on what kind of community post you'd like to see in the future. Any ideas for me to better engage with the community. You could always, reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook, etc. But, ask me something good. Don't just say hi. I get a lot of people that just say hi. It's like, well, that's not exactly a conversation starter, because even though my channel's, I don't consider that big yet, it's big enough where I can't really reply to everybody, even though I want to. So if you reach out to me, ask a real question or something, or just give a cool comment. Maybe I'll share on the channel. Anyway, until next time, guys.